So we're in. We are in, and we are joined by Ope.
What's good? What's good?
You don't have like a stage name, do you?
Nah, it's just use my name.
You're just here. You're out here.
Just out here.
No, we love it. But it's funny. So this is the first one that's actually going to be recorded like this. So
Okay.
feel free, guys. There's multiple people in the room. Don't worry. We're all.
No pressure.
Yeah, we're all around, not that close to each other. But yeah, so feel free if you want to just ask a question, jump in. We're just vibing right now. So yes, I'm so excited that you're here.
I'm excited too. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, so Ope, do you want me to do the intro? My intros have gotten crapper the more I think about it.
I want to hear this intro now.
So I can't do the intro properly because I don't know your actual role
My actual role.
within Film or Floor. So what is?
Oh, okay.
Because you're the creator.
Yeah. So founder and editor in chief.
No, we all done that. Like, oh yeah.
Do you know what? It sounds more like important than it actually is.
No, but it's very important because how can creators be less important
I
without
mean,
you?
But the founder side, yeah. But I mean, like the editor in chief
Yeah.
sounds a lot more like
That's-
regal than it really is.
No, but that's like, what's that film? The Devil Wears Prada. Like the head honcho is editor in chief.
You know what?
Everyone's trying to
I'll
fight.
claim it.
Yeah, everyone's trying to be that. Like you got the other editors. Like you're the guy.
I will take it.
So we are here with the guy. There we go. The guy of Fillmore's Flaws. I am so proud of you
Thank you.
for what you've
I
achieved over the
appreciate it.
time. Because I remember, I don't know why we were. So I went to uni together. All of these people, you know, I know from some sort of education. I went to uni together, and I remember we was in a car journey, and we was talking about this. Like this was before it was.
Really?
Yeah, you were just like, oh yeah. I think this was when you was leaving or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh yeah, I really want to have a publication, or you want to like get your work out. And I was thinking like, oh yeah, that's sick, because I haven't really heard of anyone doing that of our age. Like even the fact that it involves writing, I can't even lie, I said top tier. You're the guy, because that's like way past what I'm really good at. Oh, people trying to call me. It's always group chats as well. They don't want to talk to me.
I should probably do the same thing.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's jokes because we might get a call from the guy. So because you were a bit late, the person coming after you was like, "Can I come early?" I said, "Yeah, just come. Whoever gets here first." But you got here first. But what was I saying? Yeah. So you said you wanted to do it, and then now it's here. Now we're on its sixth issue.
Yeah. Sick. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's gone so quickly as well.
I remember the launch party like it was yesterday.
Damn.
Like, I think it was Arlene. She was like
Yeah,
hosting.
she hosted it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that night was just a vibe.
It was actually just a vibe.
Oh.
I don't remember most of it, if I'm being very, very honest.
We were literally,
That was a vibe.
but literally before you was talking, before you came, we was literally talking about like our messiest, not even messiest, but just like what did we miss before lockdown.
Oh yeah.
And then what was the second question?
It was, like an embarrassing.
Yeah, an embarrassing moment. Because what I missed, it was just being at Motives, the gig set. So you know when like that set, like just urban people arm in arm. I'm a female, so more times somehow I'm in a chokehold, but I'm still screaming at the top of my lungs. I could be pushing people. Like I missed that.
I miss it so much.
And then so we was talking about our messiest nights. I don't know why I'm talking about this now. I'm just reliving the glory of that time. And it's funny because, do you know the night that I was talking about? And I said, oh yeah, from the Motive to my friend's house. It was his house.
Oh,
Like,
man.
you are a part of
I know exactly what night you're talking about. I know exactly what night you're talking about.
that night. Oh.
How much of the stories did you tell? I'm just doing this.
I told them. So he actually remembers some of the stuff that I don't, and we're just gonna keep it like that, especially for the cameras. Maybe afterwards we can talk.
Oh.
Wow.
You know those memories that you forget even happened until someone brings it up? It all just came flooding back.
So much like, I think that was the night Simon, my leg,
Yeah.
my leg.
It was like that.
Hey, shout out Simon, man.
So I was like,
I think every year on his birthday I send him that snap just so he doesn't forget, because I don't know what he thought had happened, and he wasn't in pain, so why he was screaming at that level, I don't know.
Nothing, that whole year, nothing made sense. So,
Oh my! Do you know what? I want to talk to you about Film Was For as well as the podcast, but Ope is a part of some of my favourite nights of uni.
Oh, I appreciate that.
No, you are. Do you remember when we TP'd you?
I knew that was coming.
That needs, like, I need to do
I
a
think
story time.
You actually do. That was hilarious.
That was madness.
But I think the account you made on Twitter, I think it still exists.
I
You
think
didn't
it
see it, did
does.
you?
I didn't. Why would I? No, I can't. First year of uni, we were menaces.
That was like, no, it was funny. Like, I have to give it to you. Like, it was actually funny.
No, I remember. I think you were just like, oh yeah, we got purged or something like that.
We were so confused because like, who in their right minds would plan this out, and who would carry this out and actually do it?
Because like, considering that we were first years and you guys, so he's a year above, like, consider we had the chest. Like, that's what it's the chest for me.
I think that's what it is.
It's the familiarity. Like, even now, I feel like I shouldn't have done it because it shows a level of familiarity that we just shouldn't have had.
We didn't at that point anyway. In that point in time, because it was Halloween.
Yeah.
So it's October, so we'd only known you guys for like a month max.
Max. And it's not even like one person knew of one. It was
a whole
fresh faced. We didn't know.
It was good times though.
It was great times. I will fill you guys in. You guys, you might not, but no, it was great times, and like literally, that was like one of my best nights of uni.
That was hilarious.
And it's the fact that it caused havoc for everyone.
For every single one of us.
So the fourth year's got it, your year got it, our year got it, because I think you came back with
we came back.
I can't lie.
Oh yeah.
You aimed fireworks at my window.
Okay, hold on.
I saw, and bear in mind, I wasn't on the accommodation. I was at someone else's house, so I'm just seeing snaps like, oh yeah, that's SBT, that's lit. That's my windows, and all I'm seeing is pass.
Okay, I'd just like to say that I was there, but no fireworks actually came from me.
Thank you.
I'd just like to put that out there.
Thank you.
For legal reasons.
Yeah, no, it was someone else. It was a dream. But no, it was great times. But we're not here to talk about the great times, even though if we do fall into that trap, I'm all here for it.
I'm 100% telling them the story afterwards.
Jeez.
There's one lasting thing that you left. Not left, but like there was something that you did that I had to experience throughout the whole of like my second year.
I'm so.
And do you know what I'm
I think so, but I can't.
Yeah,
Please.
I'm 100% telling the story afterwards. Okay, let's carry on.
So I got my mate here. Editor in chief of the film Multipliers. If you haven't seen it, go grab it. If you want. No, you should grab it. It's amazing. You also can like access a lot of it online as well.
Yeah. So, to be fair, it started off with Film Explore, then we changed the name, and then in changing the name, we also like added the physical element to it. So like the actual print copies of the issues.
Okay, so what's the difference? What's the
So before it was just online, and that was when it was Film Explore. So that's what we founded it as. And then when we were like, we want to take more of a editorial route in terms of actually making copies, that's when we changed it to the Floor magazine.
First.
And then so that's like the overall name now.
Okay.
But yeah, we still have it online and stuff, but just like switching it between the two.
Fair enough. And also like, okay, do you know what, with you there's actually so many like things that I'm trying to funnel down because okay, cool. One of the things that I really wanted to talk to you about, and I'd be heartbroken if I didn't, is how you built your team. Because I feel like that is such a hard process to find people
100%
that you trust enough for your vision and that work well with like how you. It's literally you're curating people and things to come together, and it to make it just work, or do you see it as something different?
Yeah, I don't want you to give me more credit than I deserve. 'Cause
Okay.
I feel like it definitely fell into place rather than me like handpicking people.
Oh, that's so good.
Because most of the people on the team I went to uni with as well. So like Paula, Karen,
Mhm.
Andrea. And it kind of fell into place from there. The first two people were Karen and Paula,
Mhm.
which is why like all three of us are so close. But it kind of started me just doing it by myself,
Mhm.
and then Karen, we were like close because we were on some of the same courses and stuff like that.
Okay.
And she was trying to figure out what she wanted to do and like what she wanted to go into
Mhm.
career wise, and like writing really stood out to her. So from like an experience side, she was like, "Oh, like I want to get involved. Like,
Mhm.
where do you kind of want to take this?" So we had to sit down. We spoke about like vision, like where we wanted to go and stuff, and then it just built from there really.
That's sick. That's sick. So I'm trying to think, because I saw it from like an external perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So it's literally like, okay, we had like one brief conversation about it, and then it was a real thing. So going from like the start where you just wanted it to be an online sort of thing,
Mm-hmm.
how did you go about doing that? Is that, I think that makes sense. As a
Yeah.
question.
How do I go about doing it?
Was it like, okay, WordPress, go to?
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I feel you. So I knew that's the great thing about it. I think I learned so much on the job.
Mm.
In the beginning, I was so clueless, but I think it's just testament to the fact that it's just better to start things and learn on the way rather than learn about it and then be like, okay, I've got all the tools now. Let me
start.
Yeah, because at least you actually start something.
First.
So I started. I had no idea what I was doing. Never built a website before. Never looked into like anything in that respect whatsoever. So I did a little bit of like research, like Googling. I was like, should I use like, all the different ones. So I ended up going with Wix at the time.
Okay.
And then I had like a little play around on there. So I made like a fake website first of all, with like loads of
That's
different
lit.
features. And I was like, okay, let's use this. So then after that, I think it took me about 2 months to build the first like version of the website.
Oh wow! And
Yes.
was that you, or did you like hire out?
No, it was me. I didn't have the money to hire anyone.
Damn right.
That was
Period.
what's it? That was in my last year at uni.
Nice.
So that's when my money was the lowest.
Hmm.
So yeah, I definitely didn't have any money for that. But funnily enough as well, from doing that, that's what taught me graphic design, and I freelance that now.
Wow.
So yeah.
This is why I'm so happy to have this conversation, because like I don't think I am the most accurate person to hype people up, because I find out along the way that oh yeah, I'm a freelance graphic designer, and like when that's lit, I probably will employ your services because I need something like that. But that's sick.
Thank you.
Damn, no, well done you. How did wait? Because this is the thing. So I'm pretty sure I spoke to Paula, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you done quite a lot of the graphics for something." Or,
Yeah. So for the issue, it's kind of this issue was different, but from like 1 to 5, I did the graphic design behind like putting the magazine together.
Okay.
Again, mostly because money wise, we didn't have.
All right, hold on, let me.
Oh my bad. Yeah, money wise, we didn't really have anyone to do that really.
First.
So it's like we have to do something. So,
So
I might as well try.
what is that? Because what does that
so
entail?
like the design of the magazine overall. So like how the pages look, color schemes, like running themes throughout the issue. You know, like font sizes, font choices, all that good stuff.
Oh, the particulars of it
All the particulars.
Do you know what? I can't lie. Font is I don't know why font is such a big thing, but it changes the whole vibe.
It changes so much.
What?
I didn't deep it until I started doing stuff like that.
No, definitely. Because even with stuff like when I was trying to find out what my logo for what I'm doing is, I still haven't. Like each font, I'm just like, this is speaking to me in a different way, and I don't know what I'm trying to say here with this font. And of course, like to a lot of people, it's a bit like, oh, just pick something and move on. But
no, it's so important. Like that's another thing as well. Like you should never rush that process, because although it's subconscious for a lot of people, it definitely, like you said, it speaks to people differently.
Mm.
And if you want what you're doing to give off a certain vibe, a certain tone, it's
It
definitely
needs to be
important.
right.
Yeah.
So okay, so that's that aspect of your life. So we covered my main thing, which I'm so happy about, because I know how important it is to have a good team.
Oh yeah, 100%. And that's what like I've really enjoyed about this past year, because we've added a couple people to the team, like over the 2020 period, over the pandemic period. And one thing that I was on the phone to one of them the other day, and they said that it's really nice to feel like this is kind of like a family. And that's something that I've always wanted to go with, because a lot of the time when I've done like work experience with publications or editorial roles, it's felt very distanced, and like you talk about Devil Wears Prada,
Yeah,
like that kind of vibe. My first work experience, I was like a runner, well, basically a runner, and all I did was get coffee. Like I didn't really write anything, so I kind of wanted to change that, especially for people trying to break into the creative industry as well.
Do you offer work experience?
Do you know what? It's been something that I've been thinking about, but I don't want to be that person that offers work experience and only pays in exposure.
Wow.
So,
wow.
so it's not something that I'm doing now, but it's something that I definitely want to do. But like, I actually want to like be able to pay someone to do the work experience. You know what I mean?
No, you're lit. But you used to actually think like that. You're actually lit.
It's only because I've gone through it though.
Fairs. Because being
Can't
paid
pay
in
bills with exposure
brother.
in the slightest. So,
It
because even if
doesn't
it
make
isn't,
sense.
even if it isn't money, there's something that can be compensated or like given.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I want to work out what that is, even if it can't be money at this point. I want to work out what it is before.
Fairs.
Yeah.
So guys, stay tuned just in case, because the better he, do you know what? Invest, because the better he gets, the more he can pour out into you guys.
Oh yeah, would.
No, that is so good.
Thank you.
I'm genuinely just happy with the friends that I have. Like I feel like I'm genuinely blessed, because the way that my life has worked out, I've gone with vibes.
Oh, same.
Just
vibes.
Just vibes.
Pure vibes.
Pure. Pure vibes.
Vibes.
Like, because think about it. The only reason why I went to St. Peter's Court, so our accommodation, was because Fifi, so David, he'll just like make sure whatever you do, don't go to, don't be on campus. Yeah. That's the only advice. So if you want to go Nottingham Uni of, don't be on campus. You heard it here first.
Worst decision.
Were you on campus?
Never.
Okay.
I was SBC as well.
SC, exactly. But it's like, because I was in SBC, one random night, all you man, everyone came to SBC just to chill. And I saw people and I was like, hi, friends. Maybe a bit too much, if I'm being honest. But
it's first year, so like.
Yeah, first year. If you don't, it's just first year. But it's just like, if not for that, because even in first year, I don't think we spoke that much.
Not really. I feel like I'm quite a quiet person until I know someone.
First.
So even though you were like around a lot.
Too much.
It was like.
Too
even
much.
though you're around a lot, I was more like hi.
Yeah, it was more of hi. I'll see, and I don't know when that changed. I think I asked for a lift to go to Nottingham because I was storing my stuff in your house or something like that.
Oh, I remember. And
I was just like, okay, cool. I don't want to be that person that's a burn, because I ask for favors. You and when I do it, I expect people to say no. When they say yes, it is something that I appreciate. And so because I was just like, can I keep my stuff in your house, because I didn't want to book like storage instead. So when you was going up, and you were moving to this different house, I think that was the setup from second year.
Oh, from second to third.
Yeah. And I was like, because my stuff is there, let me at least go up to help out. That sort of vibe. So that's why I think in that journey, I was just like, hold on, you're a cool guy. Because it's like, someone's, they're alright, they're vibes, whatever. But it's like, no, you're actually cool. Like, I can actually have a conversation with you.
That was a good
It was a good journey, you know. I remember you, like, I don't control the orcs ever, but you told me to, and I felt the pressure.
You did well though. I remember you did what you had to do.
Honestly, you gave me confidence. Now, I don't offer to control the orcs.
Controlling the orcs is always scary. Regardless of where you are, who you're with, it's always
the pressure. It's like, I know I'm vibes, and I know when I listen to my music at home, I'm DJ Mike's.
literally.
I am the DJ of the year. Like, I'm feeling the vibe. I'm like, hold on, I need this song, I need that. But with other people, you don't know what their vibe is.
You have no idea.
You have to fill the room too much. There's always like one song that it hits for you, but it's a risk.
It could be real quiet for everybody else.
It's a risk, and I was just like,
hearing crickets.
But nah, I can't lie. He was very receptive to my music taste, so thank you for that.
You did good.
Yeah, but like I'm very fortunate in the people that I've met on my journey.
100%. Same.
And like, because I think that must work for you, because you have to sort of meet connections to put them in your magazine. So like different artists, different stylists. How do you find these people? How do you find external writers, or if you have that?
A lot of it. Do you know what? It's changed slightly, but it's still very much the same. As in, so from the first issue, a lot of the people that starred in it were actually, it was a mixture, but a lot of them were people that I had connections to already.
First.
So for example, there's a rapper called Mads. Shout out to Mads.
Shout out Mads.
I've known Mads for time. And it was around then he started, I think it was his first project just came out. I was like, I'm doing this, once to watch for like the next year. Would you like to get involved? He's like, yeah. And then other people on my team, we use those connections as well. So for example, Mads has a song with Shay Universe. So our 4 people were Mads, Shay Universe, Jazz Caris, and John OQ. And it was all through people that we already knew that we grabbed all those 4 people. Same with like writers and stuff, even people for the team. Like I said, a lot of them I went to uni with, and then a lot of freelance writers that we've had. It's been, other people that I've worked with, or people that have reached out, or people whose writing that I really liked. I'm like, if I ever had a publication, I'd love to work with you. So I just kind of drew from that.
What's that reaching out process like? Because I feel like I'm at a similar stage whereby now a lot of the guests that I've had, they're people that are part of my immediate, if not just out of their circle, but they're very connected to me, and we already have that sort of rapport. But what's it like actually messaging someone that you admire or you don't really know, and just like, what is it? It's like, hi, I'm a fan of yours. Well, it won't sound like that because you're a guy, but it's like, hi, I'm a fan of yours. I have this, jump on. Like, how easy is it for you to just speak to strangers who you've seen their work? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, at first I struggled so much because I think I came from the tip where I was like, I'm a fan and there's nothing wrong with it, because even now I still do it, but I feel like you have to, like, it's not them doing you a favor, you're working together. So like remembering your worth in that point as well, but also if you don't ask, you don't get. So just putting yourself out there in the first place is a huge step, because you never know how people are going to respond. There have been so many times where I've reached out to people, I was like, oh, just throw in a Hail Mary, like if it comes back, if it doesn't, whatever. And they've responded with the loveliest message and like the same energy or even better energy than I would have asked for. So yeah, so you don't ask, you don't get.
First,
what's the worst that can happen? They say no, you move on.
See, this is, do you remember when I was talking to you about like the mindset of guys? Yeah. If they don't answer, you move on. Me? Oh my god, have I offended them? Oh my god. They must hate me now.
It's crazy. No, but do you know what? No, because I think I'm that person as well, and it's definitely still in my head, even when I send messages now, especially when I send messages now. But at the end of the day, that is now their problem.
Word. No, you're actually speaking, because it doesn't it affects you, but I'm not dead.
You're not dead.
Like, things, I can still work, I can still progress. Do you know what I mean? Now that's definitely a mindset that I will adopt. If no one else adopts it, I will.
I mean, it's tough. Like, I don't think I fully have it. It's something I have to consciously remind myself to do. Just like move on from stuff.
Fairs.
But yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely helpful as well.
No, I hear that. Okay, Because time is ticking.
Oh my bad.
Guess what time? How long do you think this is? We've been recording for.
Are you like 15?
You think 15?
Yeah.
28 minutes.
Okay.
28.
It's not too bad.
But it doesn't feel like time just goes by when you're just chilling.
Yes,
Do you know what I mean?
it's gone real quick.
So let's talk about the podcast.
Let's talk about it.
Yes. So what inspired that?
Again, it actually came from the magazine. What was it in particular? So, like I said, Karen and Paula were the first people to join the magazine. So a lot of the time we would have like brainstorming meetings or just like senior management team meetings, whatever, at my house. And I think we were at mine once and we were just talking and we had that typical Gen Z millennial thought. We were like, oh my gosh, this conversation sounds like a podcast.
You love it.
I can't remember what exactly we were talking about. It was something to do with Rihanna. So I think we were talking about Rihanna's best albums and the best songs from the best albums that she does. Oh no, sorry, I'm mixing shit up now. My bad. That's how Super Album started. How the podcast started is so we're just talking about stuff and we're like, oh my gosh, it sounds like a podcast. Like, let's just see where it goes. I think the dynamic is so fun because I don't think we take ourselves too seriously.
You don't.
We don't.
But it's nice. It's refreshing.
Yeah, and we don't have like a plan with where we want the podcast to go. We're actually just having fun. I think when it stops being fun, we'll generally probably stop.
First.
But we're having so much fun with it.
It sounds like it though. It actually sounds like it. And especially I like the fact that not all of your opinions are the same.
Oh,
like
you
will have that sort of back and forth and I'm thinking,
100%.
oh crap, I don't know who I agree with right now, but I'm here for it.
But always fighting, always. But which is so funny because I think all of us are different as well. We're all three of us are very different from each other, but a lot of our opinions or a lot of values we hold in terms of entertainment industry in general are quite similar. So we'll appreciate the same things, but we'll argue on like why we appreciate them, or you know.
So the reason of your appreciation is incorrect.
Yeah, for real. And we're all quite opinionated as well. So that's so it's just funny. Plus the alcohol, it just makes it funnier.
Oh.
So yeah.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that for real.
No, I can't even lie. So I'm a bit worried because I genuinely enjoy doing all of this stuff with a glass in my hand. But recently, I don't know if it's the 2021 post 2020, the amount I've drank has increased exponentially.
That was me during the first lockdown.
See, I was still in revision, but yeah. But now, with work on my neck.
See, that's the one. It's so easy to slip into that.
I literally talked to myself. I was like, okay, cool. This week you're only gonna drink on 2 days. Choose wisely. And that it has to be at least once in the weekend.
Better than me. That's what I'm saying.
Here to that. Because do you know what actually got me? Because I tried to only keep it to the weekends, but I have to blame you and Paula and Tadri. Because when you done,
now why am I here?
Because your affiliation to Super Album, it was the Super Album.
I can't lie, I hear it. The
Super Album with Jasmine Sullivan. I had to drink.
That's one you had to drink too.
I had to. That's just a question of a doubt.
I felt like I find an excuse like most Mondays. Most Mondays.
No, but that one, it was just like, if I didn't whip out my gin, I was doing just a disservice to myself and to her as an artist.
I'm trying to think I think there are more that I haven't. This is a bad look. Anyway, there are more that I haven't had a drink. Sorry, there are less that I haven't had a drink and more that I have with Super Albums. Because
you enjoy it more. And you're in
it's
the
so
vibe.
much fun.
You're in the vibe of the night. And it's mad because likely you're at home by yourself.
Oh, for sure.
But it does not matter.
It does
because
not matter.
And it's like you're by yourself but you're with your friends on Twitter.
That's really it.
So it's like,
My phone's in one hand, the cup in the other.
and vibes.
And vibes. The vibes all around.
And like that was the first one that I had drank to.
Mm.
And I literally, I looked at my phone, I looked at all of my online friends, and I said, well, because I wasn't the only one that was drinking that night.
Oh, you're never the only one drinking, but this is fun. I'm telling you.
And it was just such a great thing. It was genuinely a great thing, and it's just like, the reason why I love that episode so much is because they were articulating things that I could not articulate, but I was feeling.
That's it. That's why I really like the show.
Because they all know what they're talking about.
It's like, that's what I was thinking, but I couldn't get out.
I couldn't. I was too busy sipping on the drink, enjoying vibes. Like, I'm just like, this. I think what word is the rasp.
The
When,
rasp.
when they said rasp, I
hear
said,
it.
oh wow,
I It's just an appreciation of your favorite artist.
Yeah.
That's why I think. Yeah, no, that's why I love it.
So how did that collab? So because it's hosted on No Signal.
Yeah.
How did that collab occur?
So we started it. So again, this actually, Super Album actually came from a podcast episode that we did. That's why I was mixing it up. So we did Rihanna's auntie on our podcast. And we were talking like, oh my gosh, if we, everyone gets mad at me for this because I basically lost this episode. But we move. Anyway, yeah, so we were like, oh my gosh, what's the best song from each album that Rihanna did? And we did this on an episode of our podcast.
Do you know, we all had to just quickly have a quick look.
No, we went back and did it again because everyone was mad at me. But yeah, so we did that, and then we were like, and then Paula came back and she was like, what if we turn this into a segment? And we were like, go for it. So that's when she started doing it on
IG.
On IG, exactly.
I remember those days actually.
And
they
then
were
she
fun.
was like, she wasn't sure like where it could go, and we were like, this is a really good idea. Why don't you do it on the magazine as well? So she used to switch between doing it on her IG and the magazine's IG. And there was one that she did, I think it was the NERD one that she did with Toby Karamari-san. Shout out to her. She did one with her, and then the Jojo from No Signal, because I think they're quite close as well. So he saw it and was like, it's a really good idea, I really like it. And Paul was like, thanks. So she's like, why don't you like try it where expanding the...
Actually imagine, thank you, man.
Yeah, thanks. That's cool, right? And I think at the time they were expanding the number of shows they did. I think at this point it was only just NS10, Beat 10 that they did. So it's like, we're trying to expand the shows that we do. How do you feel about like trialing it on a signal? And we're like, yeah, let's go with it. So that's how it started.
That's so good. I'm trying to think, what was your best song on Auntie?
Best song on Auntie. I'm gonna say...
That's hard. I don't know how they do it, you know. It's hard.
That's real tough. I can't like Kiss It Better will never leave.
Really?
What's the Tame Impala song that she covered again on the... Sorry, could I just...
Yeah, just have a look, cause...
So yeah, so Kiss It Better and Same Old Mistakes and Love on the... You know what? I can't choose. Here you go.
Fair enough.
What would you choose?
I don't... Because my problem with choosing my favourite song on whatever album, I attach songs to feelings and times.
Yeah. So.
And so it's just like, it's skewed. It is skewed because if you're talking about like the best song on an album, production-wise, it's all these different aspects that you look at it, changes it. So it's like, I saw Sex With Me, it's like, I love it. But then Work is on there. And Work was 2016.
2016.
It was.
Ooh.
It was.
It made that whole year.
It made it. From when I went to Nigeria. And I was saying,
literally, you hear those first couple. Dun, 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 dun.
I don't care, man. I'm not Chucky online. Ow, damn well played this.
Just looking around the party.
I can't even hear it.
Good times.
Is it playing out? That what?
Never
This
get
and
old.
Controller.
We'll
It
never get old.
ruled my life.
Wow, 2016 was
It
actually
was
that year.
great.
It was actually. Do you know what? Everyone had a collectively good year. If you had a good year in 2016, that's when you could tell everybody had a good year in 2016.
It's true. 2016 was just.
It was that year.
It was just vibes. Everyone caught. It was this, and I believe I have to thank Drake because Drake was on this and it was on Controller, and
Yeah.
that. What? Sorry, quick
It
question.
wasn't 2016 when our group went to uni.
Yeah.
So it was like what your first experience of like coming outside the house and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Good times. Good times. Oh, I had okay. Damn. 38 minutes. Quick question.
Yeah.
What is your favourite Drake album? I had an argument with my friend about this.
Take it.
What's the options?
It's between that and Thank Me Later.
Thank Me Later is a vibe.
Thank Me Later is a
And
vibe.
people don't like
They don't rate
appreciate
They
it
don't
enough.
rate it. No.
I got into an argument about this as well
For
because nothing was the same.
Is it-
It's,
you
Of
think-
course, nothing was the same.
it's not in my top three.
Nah,
It's not in my top three.
nah, B.
I always get into arguments with people.
Mhm.
It's not in my top three.
No. Nah, you know. It's a good one though.
It's a good album. Don't
It's
get me
a
wrong.
good one. You know, I've noticed a lot of like young people like genuinely think that, but
Yeah,
no.
because deep here, we're talking about Drake versus Drake here, so it's not even like we're saying it's nothing we're saying was bad.
I put that joint third. With if you're reading this now,
I think
it's
it's
too late.
I think it's fourth for me.
What's third?
I think it goes. I think it goes Take Care. Do you know what's
Take
third?
care second.
You're. I'm definitely gonna get in trouble for this. Views.
Views isn't
I-
top. Views isn't fourth.
I think no.
This is
I
Wait,
like
what'd you say second?
like I'm literally looking at this right now.
If so, I think I agree with you.
Hold on, can I?
What is that?
I'm
What
just
is
gonna take
Selena?
this.
Jesus. You're all talking nonsense.
Nothing was the same as third. A solid third, maybe fourth.
What? No. What? I want to hear one.
It might be.
1 through.
1 through 4. Anyway, cigarettes.
Annoyingly,
It's between. Nah, sorry. More Life second.
Oh.
More
wait,
Life is
hold on.
second.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what?
More Life is second.
Yeah.
It's not second, but fair.
No, it's not. What are you guys saying?
More Life is
Take
second.
Care. Thank Me Later. More Life. Tied in with Nothing Was the Same.
Mm,
If you're reading this, it's too late.
fair enough.
I like that mix.
I didn't. Thank Me Later. It didn't resonate with me. I think it was before I knew what Drake was.
Yeah, that's when Al got introduced to Drake.
See, okay, I understand
Okay,
that.
fair enough.
Cause it was,
With that
it
comeback
was,
season.
I was just out of it. So I
Mm.
came at the back end of Take Care.
Okay,
That's
fair
why.
So it still has its nostalgic. Oh my days, this is sick.
Nah,
That's
I
why
used
it's
to,
my
I was
second.
that mixtape Drake guy.
Yeah, bro. I came off comeback season.
Yeah,
to
comeback
Thank Me
season.
Later, so.
So far gone.
Okay,
Mm.
I understand why you're mistaken. I understand your mistake.
But yeah, More Life doesn't get enough love. First of all,
Because I
Doesn't
don't
even.
think it needs. To.
No, wait,
Views
what's the
also
album?
doesn't get enough love.
Views doesn't get enough love. I
Views
back
doesn't.
that. I back that.
But I don't think it's that great. Is it
Do
great?
you know what I'm thinking though? Views had more songs individually that had a repeat,
Let's go.
like rather than song amount of songs on the album that I like.
Let's see.
Oh.
Now you got me.
Nah, Views is actually an incredible album.
It is.
I'm
Is
so
it?
sorry.
It
Controller,
is.
One Dance. That's enough.
Controller, One
That's
Dance.
enough, you know.
One dance, yeah.
That's enough.
Oh my
Hotline Bling.
goodness.
By streams, I think Views was like,
Yeah, crazy.
yeah, it was like.
No,
Went nuts.
I still believe it is because of Views and Nothing Was the Same that Drake is my all-time artist of the decade, and he's been there for the past 10 years.
Drake
Like-
has been the artist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the artist.
Facts.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, yeah.
You can't actually argue.
Since
Doesn't
2010.
change.
Yeah, no, he has been.
He's been the top one
I want to see his bank account, man.
for 10. Oh,
I don't. I'm okay. I'm
I'll
okay.
check his net worth.
Like, I'm okay with the life I live. I don't want
You know,
to.
no one.
if I see that, I'll
I don't
start
want to
from
rattle
there.
myself. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
The thing is, yeah, I think he could definitely get lost in his own house. 100%.
Oh, big
100%.
facts.
I'm sure there's.
Have you not seen like an overview of
I
like
forgot
his
about
estate?
cinema.
Ridiculous.
Like, I'm pretty sure I could. If I ever find my way into his house, I can live there for like 2 years. and
He wouldn't
would
know.
know.
He wouldn't know.
Do you know how mad that is?
Every time you see the cleaner,
And just back up slowly.
just close whatever she opened. Just.
Okay, the time is way past what it's meant to be, but I'm gonna end this with saying my top 3.
Okay.
Okay, Nothing Was the Same. I re-listened to it,
Mm.
and I think I only skipped one song.
It's good, but I don't think it's.
No, and it's the deluxe version.
Wait, so can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Do you guys actually have no skip albums? Like not a single song that you even jump over.
One or two.
Do you have like
I
a
don't.
true?
African Giant. I don't think I can skip a song on that.
I skipped
I
the
hear
whole
it.
album.
Song, man?
What? What did you say?
I did not. We don't have enough time for that
She
conversation.
actually pulled it out. That's a real excuse.
I do not have enough time for that. That conversation.
The whole album.
I didn't skip the whole album. That's an over exaggeration. But the ones that I didn't skip, they were already out as singles.
I hear it. Fair enough.
What?
No, I get what you mean.
That's
I get what you mean.
outrageous.
Point blank. Period.
Anyway, your top 3.
My top 3. Okay. Nothing was the same deluxe version because the songs that were part of the deluxe were actually great songs. Take Care second, and Views third. They're very happy. I'm very
I hear it.
sure in that. And I want to say 2 weeks ago, I listened to each. Like I think I listened to 4. I didn't listen to Scorpion. I listened to 4 of them, and I was like 4 of the ones that I thought were the best. Like I didn't even bother with reading this. If you're reading this too late, I don't really. But I read. Do you know what? Bye.
It's
Bye,
just
guys.
funny because it's the same for me because I do podcasts in my house.
Bye, guys. It's time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming.
This is really fun. Thank you. Thank you.
Come back anytime.
For real, yeah, definitely will.
Plug yourself also. I forgot to tell people to do that. Plug
Oh,
yourself.
I don't even know how to plug myself. I'm really bad at this stuff. Flow Magazine issue 6 out now.
Yes.
Podcast episodes out every week or 2 weeks whenever we feel like.
Energy.
I think that's it.
Yeah, man. Thank you for coming. Bye.
Bye.